All right, we're making our own guac. We stayed at the host hotel for Pittsburgh. So anytime we're traveling for shows, if we're not, especially if you're not staying at an Airbnb, we always have like, that's our travel air fryer, travel rice cooker. I usually bring like a separate bag to put stuff like that in, because nothing's worse than like relying on a microwave or going up and down from your hotel room to whichever floor the hotel has the microwave on. If you can just have like a rice cooker and an air fryer in your room, you can literally cook anything. I cook my cream of rice in the rice cooker. I cook egg whites in the rice cooker. I cook eggs in the air fryer. All your protein, everything can be done in the air fryer, obviously. Just makes traveling much easier. Trader Joe's is a must stop anytime we're in the US.
Oh, that's knocking. I was like, is someone knocking?
All right, finishing touch.
Oh, it's not been like 12 months. How the fuck do I get it? I just saw you text me.
So we woke up pretty flat this morning. We actually started loading me Tuesday. We had a prep low, a little bit lower than we had originally thought we were going to go. But big changes to the dryness, the conditioning, the separation in the muscle. So that's needed to happen. So we started loading Tuesday. We did high carbs Tuesday, high carbs Wednesday, which was yesterday. And then we're doing obviously high carbs again today with a slight bump in carbs per meal, just in the form of rice cakes. It's just easy to measure that way. And we'll basically be loading straight through into the show. Weight cap's still not really an issue for us, so that's good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on eating. Now we got 180 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So we peeled back on the protein a little bit. 350 grams of rice.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing about 75 grams of avocado. And then I'm also today, I mentioned today we're going a little bit higher on the carbs. So we're just adding more carbs in the form of rice cakes to every meal.
Water.
And most importantly, water's high, 8 liters, sodium's high.
Yes.
The good shit. I don't go anywhere without my sweet poppy. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know my go-to is sweet poppy and sriracha maple. Prep friendly, off-season friendly, of course.
That's a bowl of food.
That's it right there. Terrence has just put together like perfect.
100%, bro. And the density he has now,
yes,
compared to what he used to have.
So when he walked out on
doesn't,
stage,
because it used to be almost like he did look small. He flowed well. He looked good. But now it's like, you're not small. You're just smaller than them.
When I watched him walk out from the curtain onto stage, it was evident. The tissue that he put on was evident
crazy,
right away.
It's crazy.
Before he even hit a pose.
Yeah.
It was evident.
I like Terrence too, just because the way he trains is like smart and methodical.
Yeah.
You know, like he obviously works with Joe Bennett, and it just makes a lot of sense. He's just not one of those. I mean, obviously there's a lot of guys that just go in there and clang and fucking bang. But Terrence takes 2 years off, and then you see the amount of tissue he added, and it's like, you can't really argue that when you actually think about training and set it up in a way that makes sense, it doesn't have fucking value. Because you also know that's not a guy that's just straight up abusing drugs to get big. He took the time. He trained smart. You know, it's fucking... I respect this shit.
He got like treatments done for some injuries that he had as well.
Yeah. I also think he would be somebody, and that's why I think he very well could be the Mr. Olympia, next Mr. Olympia. Great representation for the sport.
100%.
Like, just a good guy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Madness. I don't know how people live like this, dude. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Just need a couple things. I think I'm going to need a little bit more potato, some more whole eggs, some egg whites. Definitely need some more water. I think Nicole needs a little bit more chicken, and then we should be good for the rest of the trip.
I agree.
Nice little shop right down the
I keep
road.
seeing that too, and I'm like, who the fuck did you come from?
There'll be lots. I don't need too much more. That should do. I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh yeah, water. I need water. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Already done. She said it wasn't really much of a meeting. They basically lined up, got their pin numbers, and got a T-shirt and their lanyard and got out of there. So I'm assuming it'll be the same for men's, but we'll see. So I'm gonna head down there in 30 minutes.
Fuck, man.
What are you guys looking at?
Raspberry lemonade mint. It's 6 milligrams.
What are these,
Maybe
Brady?
not today.
I'll take it out right away.
It's fucking
I'm gonna try it.
unbelievable.
What is this, Brayden? What is this?
These are the goodies.
Zinnachinos?
Yeah, we unfortunately have a big addiction. We ordered 50 cans here, so.
They started my addiction.
Yeah,
So.
now Nicole, I take full blame because Cody and Nicole are both now addicted. I got Cody addicted, then he got Nicole addicted, so.
It's a good addiction.
Yeah, it is. It's good for your brain.
Don't do drugs.
Good for your brain. Yeah, say no to drugs, but say yes to nicotine. Fucked, dude. Yeah.
I'll go over here
You
quick
got
while
some,
we still
you
have
got some
some.
fit section too.
All right, Cody.
Prejudging is a wrap. Went well, all things considered. Definitely a learning experience for me, though. I was following a schedule that was posted online, and Coach and I have been following that relying on that the last couple days here. So I guess there's a totally different schedule unknown to me. But again, so this is, by the way, athletes that are watching this, this is no one's fault but my own, because at athletes meeting, it was a very short and sweet athletes meeting. We basically got our pins, weighed in, took our pictures, and got out of there. That is a perfect example to double, triple check what time they want you backstage, which I did not do. I was relying on this schedule. I thought we were good to go. However, the true schedule was different. 212 was up second as opposed to first. So basically, I got up in the morning, ate. Coach and I had a whole plan ready to go. After we ate, we came here. Coach put my top coat of tan on in here in the room, and basically was like, "All right, mate, I'll see you in an hour," and then went downstairs. 5 short minutes later, he came running into the room yelling, 212 is lined up. We have to go now. So I quickly threw my trunks on, grabbed my pin, ran downstairs. 212 was, in fact, lined up stage side, ready to go. So my lovely wife, Nicole, followed me downstairs because my body was tan and my face was not. And if you've known me for any amount of time, you know how pasty white I am. So Nicole did my makeup as we were lined up stage side. One of the lovely ladies backstage glazed me, and I basically did 20 push-ups and 20 side laterals and got my ass on stage. But considering that we looked really well, I was very happy with the package that we brought. It appeared I was fighting for that top spot. We did comparisons. I got called into the first call out. They moved Angel, Francisco, and myself around, and I stayed center for a while, so we were pretty confident that I was fighting for first. However, when they brought us out for one last final round at the end, I started sweating pretty good, and sweating at this conditioning will cause you to flatten out as well. I think it's a combination of a few things. Big cortisol spike of fearing of almost missing stage. I think that, and Coach and I had also planned to get another additional meal in us. So we only had one meal in us before stage. So I think all of these things combined was kind of like a perfect storm for a not so perfect result. But we'll see. When they called us out for that final call out, they didn't move us around. How we walked out on stage is how we walked out on stage. I was trying to just keep my composure and hit my poses at that point, wipe the sweat off when I could. I was actually having a little bit of difficulty breathing as well. I think it was just a lot of cortisol, nerves, adrenaline. But we'll see. Overall, like I said, very happy with what Coach and I brought. It's unfortunate that, when we came out for that final call out, things kind of started to unravel a little bit, but that's the way she goes sometimes. Hopefully they judge us again for finals. I know sometimes they have their minds made up after prejudging. I'm hoping that it's close enough and that they didn't move us around, that either works in my favor, or hopefully they will put us through another round for finals. Otherwise, it may look like I slipped from a potential first or second to a possible third or fourth, which would be absolutely gutting, devastating. But again, that's the way she goes sometimes. So we will see. Stay tuned for finals.
But I'm gonna fight till the end. My bitter fight, 'cause I got no friends. Till there's nothing left, till the final breath,
yeah, we're gonna get up and do breakfast with the boys early. We'll check out of the Airbnb, go for breakfast, and then probably head to the airport from there. So I will touch base with you when we go back to the Airbnb to shower before I go for dinner. But I'll go into more detail, of course. But I just wanted to thank you for everything this week, this prep. I know this is just the the first show of the season for us. There's much more to come, much more ahead. But as always, I appreciate all your time, all your attention, and yeah, it's nothing but love, Coach. Thank you. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That's a wrap for the 2025 New York Pro. Overall, very, very happy with the package that we brought to stage. Congrats to my boy Francisco for getting the dub. Well deserved. Angel Calderon in second, and then myself in third. So overall, you can't be upset with the outcome. The competitor in me, of course, came for first. Of course, I wanted first. We heard very positive things from the judges. Unfortunately, I kind of touched on this earlier. There was a little bit of a hiccup in prejudging that was just resulted in me flattening out and doing a bit of sweating at the end of prejudging. Had we not been called out for that one final round, had we not been called back out, this would have been a completely different outcome. However, shoulda, coulda, woulda means nothing. So we'll just take the data, learn from the experience, and apply it to the next show. So I'm not really sure what's on the schedule for what's next for us. I know that Toronto Pro is a few weeks away. I was thinking about Chicago Pro, which puts me mid-July. I had a really good experience when I did Texas, so I was thinking about maybe doing Texas again. But I'm getting some pressure right now from some of the judges to do Toronto, which is only a few weeks away. Truth be told, I didn't have Toronto on the schedule, but we might just have to do it. So stay tuned. If you've been following along till now, thank you for all the love and support. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. And I guess on that note, we'll see you guys next time.
Oh.